Alright, let's see about this rear axle. Taking this out and putting underdrive gears in. This is a 10 on the pinion. And I think, what is it? What is this one? Let's take a look. Let's open it up. I don't even remember what I purchased. I know that what I have in the Injora axle, the front was a 1224, which was normal. You know, and then I'm underdriving the rear end. But I did switch to metal on the front axle, so I still went 1224 up front, and then I'm doing 1024 on the metal gears for the rear axle. So I want to remove these. Get in there, and I have some. We're going to take the plastic gears out. Put this right here. Those parts can go there. You know, a couple times I've used the power, like a Dremel, to remove these. That's a big mistake, apparently, because these things are easily stripped. So I think hand is probably the best way to do this. Hopefully I have enough memory in my phone, since I'm doing it with the phone. I do a lot of off-roading, real off-roading, not just RC. And I get video not only on GoPros, but I take a lot of footage from my phone too. Pictures and all that stuff. So I have a lot of memory issues. I have a lot of videos, and I need to get rid of some. Dump them into an external hard drive is what I need to do. Those are those 4 screws. This, I'm telling you right now, this Injora loads up that grease in there. If you guys can see that, I don't know if you can see it. Look at that. That is greased up. We have 2 bearings, left and right, and then a pinion. So we're going to remove the old, which is plastic, remove the bearings, put on the new. I don't think we're going to use any shims that they give you, these little washers. I think everything matches up really well. What we got to do is remove here, and then we'll get that out. Got grease dripping everywhere. Well, it looks like it's smaller. Is that smaller? It is. Let's go put these just up here. Use my teeth to stick to the metal. Hopefully I don't swallow one. Worst case scenario is just take a crap. It all goes the same place. I've never taken these off, you know. So it's a first for me. The whole thing's a first. Ultimately, I'm a scale model builder. And then I won a FMS LC80 working for Onyx Off-Road, mapping trails here in Pennsylvania and apparently had the most trails mapped. And the prize was a 1/18 scale FCX 18, the FMS, which triggered me. It got me connected and hooked, saying, wow, I can build these things. Then I went out and bought a FMS Ford Bronco 1/7 scale, goes 50 miles per hour. And I got really, really, really hooked. And then YouTube adds extra to me. So I start watching more and more stuff, and I see this Tarantula build, right? So that's what we're doing here. These axles are for the Tarantula. And so I didn't want to keep using plastic gears. I wanted metal. Injora hooked me up with that. I'd like to keep that intact if I can. And the reason why is, like I said, I've not done this. So I kind of want to see inside here what this whole thing looks like. So it comes off. Okay. Just like that. I'm going to put this right back on there. Right the way it comes on there. That gets right on there like that. We'll balance that one. Oh, don't drop on me. That takes, so I can leave this right in. Right like it is. That's fine, that's what I want. We're going to take the other one off. Get this thing off. It's only the top one, I believe, that has to come out. I don't think anything else. Yeah, so keeping that other part in, grease everywhere. I'm going to clean that grease off, put those away. I usually keep the plastic ones for a rainy day. Keep them. I put them in a little baggie and I label them just like this pinion. I label everything. Little stickies and labels. And I try to keep them in order. I need to get a shelf with little areas to save all out of these screws and bolts and nuts to these little RCs. Yep, yeah, that figures. that. Get out there. So then we're going to take, so we got that and that. I'm going to take this top one out. Just like that. Get this clamp. There we go. All right, get back on there. And then that one's to the right. I even get crazy enough to where I took this one off from the left, this one from the right, so I put them back on the same way. I'm just nuts like that. There's the pinion right here, and the bearings are in there. We're going to take this right out of there. That's good, right like that. There you go. That's going to come out. All right, so we got that out. And let's see if we can get these bearings off. There's so much freaking grease. Oh my gosh. There's so much, which is good. I mean, I'm not complaining. They do a good job. Very greased up. These could use a little though. That's that. That's that. So this I'll wash later, and I'll save that. This is the pinion. That's gonna go over there. This is what we want here. See if we can get that on. That went on really easy. Scary easy. That's the one, that's the 10-24. 24, and then the pinion is 10. We're just gonna go in there like that. That's that. Okay, so this is differential grease. Let's clean that out a little bit in here. You know, they've done really good. They've done real good at greasing this. Needs a little grease there though. In there. Just a little bit. So let's put a little on. We're gonna paint that right on. We'll get that to spin on there. This is going to go right on this way. And then we'll put more on right in place. What we'll do is we'll load that up. And we'll put our gears back in. They're already ready to go. This one's on the right. Get in there. A little bit of pressure there. There we go. A little bit more, huh? Let's see where we gotta go here. We're almost there. There we are. So let's get more on this. Okay. And then we're going to come over here. We're going to put the other one in. It's going to just go right, this one should go right in. Yeah, right there. We're going to put a little bit of our grease on that too. Okay. Now we can spin it, which is what I want to do. I want to put a clump of grease in there. Just like that. Let's get a little bit more right there. Not a lot, because I got too much almost in there now. Good. Let's put these back on. Let's put the pinion, let's put this on too. Yeah, that's gonna work. Okay, so let's go ahead and just put this on. Again, grease everywhere. I'm gonna put just a little bit on there. Put it in there. Oh my gosh. We'll do it this way. Jeez. Freaking mess. Okay. Got it all over the place, huh? That's right. It's life. Oh, it comes out like water. I'm gonna need a new one soon. That's like water. This is, by the way, removable Loctite. What that basically I think means is that it doesn't lock tight to the point where you can't remove it. That's not what we're looking for, because you might want to change your gears when something happens to them, right? So we just dip a little bit in there. That's it, just like that. And then screw that in. And finger tight, that's all I do. I only do finger. So I kind of get in there, right? And I take my fingers and I do this. That's it. That's all I'm looking to do. I don't want to strip them. So we have this here. And then let's put the other cover on. So we're in place. Make sure we're in place here with all of our parts. There we go. That's there. That's got to come over. Wants to give me problems, huh? Okay. That's what I thought. We'll mess with this in a little bit. I don't know why that one doesn't want to go on. I think it's got to come off. Bearing. I'm going to pull that out. Look at all that on me. Look at all that grease. Get in there. Get in there. That's a tight fit. So I'm going to remove this. This to me seems to be the problem. Let's push that in. Get in there. I see that. I see there's a gap there. There we go. And there we go. And there's the bearing right there. That's what we want. Okay.
Let's switch this. Put on a new wrench. Screwdriver. See if we can get these things on here. Ooh. Come on now. Let's go. Looks like you're trying to balance this damn thing. Finger tight. I'll go diagonal. That's what I want to do, diagonal. Get two in. That's good. Flipper. Get two in here now. Alright, let's see. Get in there. Okay. I can use my face to balance it. Wherever I got available, I use it. Perfect. Okay, everything seems to be moving pretty good.
Well, that's odd. When I can't find the little glass screw. Isn't it? Go figure. Isn't it always the same? One screw and you can't find it. Amazing. And just think, I put them in there neatly, right? Nowhere to be found. And it's missing one screw. I'm sure I have screws, but it's the point of being neat and doing everything in an order, right? And in the end, you don't have your screw. Could it still be in the bag? I mean, I guess it's possible. I don't think so, though. No. That is the weirdest thing. I know how many I took off. Well, that's why it can't be in the bag. I probably ran it over the darn chair. The wheels, probably smashed it right into the carpet. I never seen anything fall. Oh, guess what, guys? Found it. Yep, see this headlight? It's like a halogen light. Let's see if we can drop it again. But now we're gonna lock it with Loctite. Very smooth. Very smooth. Oh yeah. Sounds great. Metal gears are in. Clean it off just a little bit here. See if we don't lose the lug nut to the tires, the wheels. I gotta clean this mat now. I got Loctite on it, grease all over it. Disaster. I didn't put these washers on. I guess they're like shims, I would call them. I don't think I would need them. I didn't put them on the front either. You see? I didn't put that on. There's two of them that come with the axle. And obviously if your pinion isn't matching up with the ring, I guess you'd want to open up the space a little bit with one of those washers. But I don't feel the need. I think we're good. I can feel it that we're good. We're definitely good. So first time ever doing them. I already did the front. I did it off camera. I did it a couple days ago. I figured I'd get a tester for me to do the front, and that went on pretty well. And this is the rear. And like I said, this is 10/24. 10 on the pinion and 24 on the ring, and then the front is 12/24. So essentially overdrive the front, underdrive the back. That Injora's axle, front axle, came with 12/24. That's it right here. Pinion was 12, and then the ring was 24. So that was the front, but it was plastic, so I got rid of it and put the metal in. So we're better. But that's how I did this. I'll keep doing some videos of my Tarantula build. And I probably reach out to a lot of groups and probably require some help along the way. I hope this helped anybody who's trying to build. I'm a beginner, so I'll say that up front. I know I said it earlier, but Everybody's got to start somewhere, right? Till next time.